Henry, if I would have asked you at the beginning of the year how things were going, I might have had a different answer, but you had a real good second half of your season. So maybe take us through both kind of the Jekyll and Hyde 23-24 campaign for you.
Yeah, for sure. Personally, like you said, season was pretty much split in half. Half that way. The first half was a real struggle. Couldn't generate literally anything point wise for the team, and was really struggling with myself on the ice, and of course affects your mental side and everything. But I was lucky to battle through all of that, and kind of take it as a positive here now that I was able to turn things around. The second half, I thought I played great personally. I was able to help the team in all areas, and yeah, so kind of a positive end for the season.
I know that it's not all about points, and sometimes you could be playing real well, getting points, or playing not so well and getting points, and you could be playing great and you're not getting rewarded with the points. From your perspective, how did your season, from a development point of view, go, and how did you grow as a player this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think the season was kind of a big learning curve for me. It obviously goes the way that on everybody's career, no one has a perfect career. Everybody has those learning curves, and for me, it came on the first half of this season. Just have to learn to deal with those things, and kind of see the growthness in yourself when you're able to come through those tough times. So yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, I remember we talked to you, and it seems like yesterday, but it was 2019, right after you got drafted, and you talked about how you played like Mikko Koivu, and that was kind of the game you emulated, and you wanted to play that kind of defensively responsible game. Do you feel like as you've grown as a player, have really started to achieve that, and you get that responsibility as a penalty killer primarily on this team, and have that sort of high level of trust from the coaching staff?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the big part of my game that I lean on, being responsible defensively. I think the second half of this year also I showed for myself that I can also generate offense and help the team that way. So as long as I can keep those two things together and be good at both of those two things, that makes a good two-way centerman. So yeah, just gotta keep doing those two things.
Well, it doesn't count as a goal in the stat sheet, but it was probably the goal of the year in terms of your shootout move. So I'm just curious. We talked to you about it obviously after it happened, but did you get any sort of recognition? Anybody from back home having seen that and wanting to talk to you about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've done it in a game back home as well. So obviously my friends were kind of pumped and pretty happy I was able to do it here as well. And yeah, just wanted to use that move, and was lucky that it worked.
Okay, just a quick question about your summer plans and what you're expecting to do.
Yeah, just keep building on strength and speed, and kind of work on my skating still, and just try and come in a perfect shape for the next training camp.
Is it a little surprising you've been here this long? I mean, it's crazy to think, like, you were drafted in 2019. Obviously, you haven't been here since then, but it's been a number of years, so you're starting to feel like a little bit like a Winnipegger.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's come my second home right now, and yeah, really feel like belong here right now, and yeah, enjoying my time here.
Did it help, obviously, having a lot of other Finns that you could draw upon? Not that you guys have to be stuck to guys from your region, but to be able to speak your own language sometimes makes it a little bit less foreign.
Yeah, for sure, and especially in the start of coming here, it was a huge help. Obviously, it's fun to have them around all the time, but yeah, especially in the start, it was a great help.